The school feeding campaign, which was conducted through public engagements around the country, which included scheduled appearances on 16 local radio stations and 3 television stations, was meant to sensitize parents on the importance of providing lunch for their school-going children.
You know that some children in our country are stunted precisely because they are not fed.
While on the sensitization tour, the Minister of Education, Janet Museveni, revealed how some parents had abdicated their role in feeding their children to government, NGOs and schools.
The selfishness now in the parents, if you consider a parent really who doesn't care about their children having lunch, but they have money to drink, and mothers have money to do their hair, to do their nails, to do all sorts of things.
According to government research, about 66% of Ugandan children, especially in rural areas, go to school hungry, which has implications on cognitive development and school performance. While some pupils practice school gardening, the Education Ministry discouraged the practice of using some needy children to give their labor to provide food for the entire school.
That's primarily why the government was encouraging packing food for children, so that it makes it easy for these children to bring their own lunch to school instead of having now to provide lunch by digging at school.
As you know, it's in our Education Act that children under USE and UPE are not supposed to be sent away for money, and that if there is any money being contributed for any reason, it will be an understanding of the community and the parents. Meanwhile, during the tour, 54 schools were commissioned after the Global Partnership for Education provided a grant of $100 million to construct 138 primary schools in parishes that have no schools. The Deputy Project Coordinator, Ambrose Ryoka, says the enrollment and permanent structures determine the schools receiving the funding.
So, criteria favored those that had school management committee members that were committed to sustainability of the school. The other one was land size. If the size of the land was less than 2 acres, again, that school didn't benefit.
5 technical institutions were monitored, but the low enrollment and encroachment of land still remain major obstacles. The school feeding campaign started in the month of April, encouraging many parents to feed and pack for their children while at school. However, the question is whether many parents will embrace the food burden going forward. Andranitwe, State House, Nakasero.